So that's network. Let's check the network. Advanced communication drivers to allow access to any local intranet or hub network comes with all the latest security protocols, so we need security protocols. We need communication drivers, so that's socket, firewall, antivirus, probably net locator. That's for accessing files, installs tools required for direct hardware access. I don't know that I need that for the boot, but I might. Let's see here. So, socket, firewall, antivirus, net locator. Yeah, I don't know if I need more than that. We'll go with socket, firewall, antivirus, and net locator. Socket, firewall, antivirus, net locator. Oh, okay. So it will only compile if it's correct. That's good. That's very good to know. Maybe I need the file streamer as well. Nope. Alright, let's get out of here and check this out one more time. Okay, so my first one was absolutely correct. That's good to know. And that's saying 5, as if I do need 5 on it, and the first one did have 3. So, let's try for 5 then. Socket protocol as communication drivers. I think that's necessary. Probably command interface is necessary for the server access. So let's go with socket protocol, firewall, antivirus, command interface, and net locator. Socket, firewall, antivirus, command interface, net locator. File streamer? Let's see here. Maybe not the socket protocol then. Well, I know I need these, the antivirus, because that's for security. Perhaps not the command interface. No. Alright, let's take a look at that note again. I'm obviously missing something very simple here. Advanced communication drivers to allow access to any local intranet or hub network. Communication drivers, socket protocol. That's necessary. And installs routines required in accessing an intranet, net locator. That's necessary. Let's see here. This carries all programs required in server and file access. Okay. So, whoops. So the server and file access. File streamer is for accessing files. I don't want that. And server is the command interface. Don't want that. Alright. So let's see here. Advanced communication drivers. Hub network. Okay. Socket protocol for sure. Net locator for sure. Firewall and antivirus for sure. Because it says that it comes with all the latest security protocols. Let's try with that. See how that works out. Socket, firewall, antivirus, net locator. No. Can't be the file streamer. Let's try the admin tools. Nope. know that these are definitely for startup. Let's... Whoops. Try this instead. Nope. You know what? Let's take this out. Oh, I can't take it out now? It won't let me take it out until I get it right. I see how it is. Well, thank you very much. I was going to try the next one so I could see what's necessary for that one. Net locator for sure. Antivirus firewall for sure. Socket protocol for sure. Advanced communication drivers to allow access to any local internet or home network. Direct hardware access. I'm not supposed to put them in a certain order, am I? I don't think so. Installation to get any program up and running, collates disk, collates hard drive, communication, protection against invalid access, malicious programs, server access, I know what that's for, intranet, that seems like it should be for that, drivers for accessing files, that's wrong, tools required for direct hardware access. Yeah, it does say that the program count is listed in brackets, so for sure it's 5. And then there's 4 for the interface. Unless it's actually less than that. Okay, so it absolutely has to be 5. 1 socket protocol, yes. 2 and 3 for firewall and antivirus. Net locator is 4. And what would be for the final one? Circuit setup, probably. 5, because that's for any program. So we'll try circuit setup. Yeah, because the circuit has to be set up anyway. Let's go with it. Transfer. 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 There we go. Ah. That was silly of me. There we are. Now for the interface. There's 4 for the interface. Right. So, interface. Carries all programs required in server and file access, in addition to high-level direct hardware access. So that's going to be circuit setup, command interface, file streamer, and admin tools. Seems simple enough. Circuit setup, command interface, file streamer, admin tools. Huh. That went much better than that last one. I just had trouble with the middle one for whatever reason. I wasn't really thinking about the fact that I needed the circuit thing. Alright. Now we've got everything going. Now let's see what this computer has to say. Current operations. Water cave, huh? Huh. Picture of a water cave. It almost looks familiar. Tomb. That does not, though. Primary excavation. Turnguite tomb. Project lifespan, March 3rd, 2000 present. Chief Overseer Wilbur Frisk. Previous nature, excavation. Current nature, xeno research. Background: the primary excavation site is the central pursuit of the archaic at Shelter, Greenland. The site lies beneath the shelter facility and, as of 2000, has been underway for almost 25 years. On March 3rd, 2000, a tomb was discovered. Current purpose: understanding the tomb and its contents. Findings: the bulk of the work is responsibility of the language team, i.e. Chief Translator Howard LaFrisk. His findings so far are as follows. The tomb was the home of some form of ancient organism. The organism may have been quarantined. The term Turngeite is derived from Inuit legend concerning evil spirits. LaFrisk recommends immediate suspension of primary excavation operation. Expenses: man weeks approximately $27,396. Materials approximately $53 million. Scheduled operations as of April 27, 2000. Tomb investigation, May 1st, 2000. A team will unseal the tomb for standard series probe tests. Operation opposed by Howard LaFrisk. Opposition overruled by Wilbur Frisk, and scheduled for May 1st, 2000. Final status: open. Water Cave. Secondary excavation site B. Water Cave. Project lifespan: December 5th, 1990 to February 20th, 1992. Elevated cast. Signatory: Elof Carpenter. Nature, excavation. Purpose: to locate and retrieve xeno evidence and artifacts in support of main site activity. Personnel: elevated cast 0. Project not deemed critical enough for elevated presence. Chief attending chemist Troy Retinesk. Replaced September 12, 1991 by Neil Oswald. Inexcusable conduct. Findings: December 8, 1991, Substance 63, confirmed as the primary material used in construction of the Persona TARDIS artifacts, and the first new non-periodic table substance to be discovered by the Archaic for 18 months. January 6, 1992, Artifact 66B, another artifact discovered and effects catalog. Research teams continue to flail at a purpose for these mechanisms. All symptoms manifested by research teams in contact with the artifacts conform to our initial hypothesis regarding their nature. Expenses: man weeks 519, materials $12,192, medical $39,000, casualties: industrial accidents 3 below archaic acceptable max, exhaustion 13, fatalities 2. So that's industrial accidents. Never mind. Additional notes: reports filed concerning a potential saboteur following multiple mechanical losses and thefts, particularly of radio equipment. Theory: dehydration as a cause of exhaustion leading to misconduct. Debunked. Theory: missing miner Tom Redwood still within the mining facility. Still open. Final status: closed. Hostile local fauna levels uneconomic.
As constantly entertaining as it might seem to have access to memories one has no recollection of receiving, it also places me in somewhat of a predicament.
Does it now?
This saboteur, for some reason, he conjures in my mind the color red.
Really? Interesting. So perhaps the saboteur was red. Greenland site. Shelter Research Station, Greenland. Or Greenland? Wait a minute. That says Greenland, so that must be a typo. Anyways, Greenland. Project lifespan April 1st, 1973, present, or to present. Report filed by Founding Overseer Bryn Stafferson. Report updated by Chief Overseer Wilbur Frisk. Nature: excavation and research facility. Background: in January 1973, the archaic Central Cast becomes aware of a large-scale industrial accident at a remote mining complex in northwest Greenland. The accident coincides with local reports dated over a period of decades concerning abnormal animal behaviors and growth, high suicide rates, and unusual events within the mine itself. These reports centralize over the precise location of the mine collapse, itself reportedly caused by a crazed miner. Red. Xenoactivity is suspected and a full investigation sanctioned. Purpose: to locate and retrieve xeno evidence and artifacts. Initial personnel: elevated cast 7, Chief Staff 5, Lower Caste 51, Temporary 25, total population 88. Operation: after 2 years of construction, shelter is now practically self-sufficient, eliminating many issues surrounding archaic privacy concerns threatened during the construction phase by the much increased sea freight required. Shelter operates with a skeleton crew of research staff, supported by a small crew of maintenance and general care personnel. An elevated caste presence of reasonable magnitude is warranted by the potential value of any discoveries. Unskilled labor and resource management is outsourced to discreet local villagers. Plans to adapt more than a fraction of the old mining complex to archaic needs have been abandoned, and work is now commencing on the excavation site immediately below the facility, and within half a mile of the 1973 explosion site. Security level: highest priority. According to standard procedure, all documentation concerning the facility was destroyed upon construction. All those that know of the facility's existence either work within the facility or are of no great concern. The facility can sustain itself with only minor reliance on local settlements. The facility, for all intents and purposes, does not exist. This presents only minor practical annoyances. Findings: substances 53, 63, and 70 through 73. Persona Tardis, artifacts 27. Now believed to be somehow related to the contents of the recently discovered tomb. Final specialists. Artifacts 10. Of little real value to the archaic, but for some reason of great collectible value to the lower caste. Turnguite Tomb. Expenses classified. Final status operational. Alright. Let's check out the international work of other research sites, apparently. Oh, the file was corrupt. Couldn't open it. Door lock controller. Door ID. Wasn't there a door ID? Oh my. It was like 30 something. Perhaps I have it in my notes. Ah, there we are. Blocking the path to the infirmary has the ID 3061. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. 3061. Perfect.